All right, boys and girls, let's review this letter we learned yesterday. This is the letter W, and Ms. W has wonderful words all over her clothes. So the letter W makes the wah, wah sound. There's an uppercase W, and there is our lowercase w. And our book that we have for the letter W is called Worm's Wagon. Worm begins with a W, and wagon begins with a W. The author is Samantha Berger, so she wrote this story. The illustrator is Matt Phillips, so he drew the pictures. Worm's Wagon. We're going to listen for things that begin with the wah, wah sound. One day, Worm went to the woods to gather walnuts. He brought his wagon with him. On his way home, Worm saw Woodpecker whistling in a weeping willow. Woodpecker asked Worm for a ride. And he said, "Wow, what a wagon!" Worm wiggled along, pulling Woodpecker in his wagon. Soon they came upon Weasel eating watermelon. Weasel asked Worm for a ride. "Wow, what a wagon!" Remember, this is called a speech bubble when someone is talking. Worm wiggled along, pulling Woodpecker and Weasel in his wagon. Before long, they bumped into Wombat, wearing her new wig. Wombat asked Worm for a ride. "Wow, what a wagon!" Worm wiggled along, pulling Woodpecker, Weasel, and Wombat in his wagon. Next, they met Wolf on his way to work. Wolf asked Worm for a ride. "Wow, what a wagon!" And here's little Worm pulling on his friends. Worm wiggled along, pulling Woodpecker, Weasel, Wombat, and Wolf in his wagon. Soon they saw Walrus winking and waving. Walrus asked Worm for a ride. "Wow, what a wagon!" Look at Worm. He's not smiling quite as much as he was. How do you think he's feeling pulling all those animals in that wagon? Worm wiggled along, pulling Woodpecker, Weasel, Wombat, Wolf, and Walrus in his wagon. Up ahead, they saw Whale playing in the water. Whale asked Worm for a ride. Wow, what a wagon! Look at Worm now, boys and girls. He is sweating. He's looking a little nervous or worried. Do you think it is getting heavy? Worm wiggled with all his might, trying to pull Woodpecker, Weasel, Wombat, Wolf, Walrus, and Whale in the wagon, but the wagon would not move. The wheels started to wobble. Wham! The weight was too much for the wagon. It crashed to the ground. "Oh no, my wagon!" Worm wailed. He had all those animals in there. They were much too heavy for that little wagon. "Don't worry, Worm," the animals said. Worm's friends worked on the wagon all afternoon. When the wagon was fixed, Worm wiggled into it. Then Wombat, Weasel, Wolf, Woodpecker, Walrus, and Whale pulled Worm all the way home. And weary Worm had a wonderful ride. Here's Worm. I bet he is much lighter, and all those animals are pulling him along. Said he was weary. That means he is tired, boys and girls. He was tired from pulling all his friends. How many things can you find that begin with the wah, wah sound? All right, I see walnuts, wagon, wall, wolf, watch, whistle, worm, woodpecker, water, whale, window. Not sure if I see anything else. Let's see what they found. Worm, wall, wagon. Oh, I missed the wheels. Window, walnuts, wolf, watch, whistle, woodpecker, whale, and water. I think we got everything except the wheels on the wagon. All right, here is our cheer for the letter W. W is for worm and a wagon to pull. W is for wig, whale, wave, and wool. W is for watermelon, juicy and sweet. W is for walnuts, waffles, and wheat. Hooray for W, big and small, the wildest, wackiest letter of all. Now, boys and girls, so we're going to practice writing the letter W. At the top of your page, of course, there's a spot for your name, and there is a picture of a wagon, because we know wagon was in our story. Wagon begins with a W. What? All right, at the top, they show you how to write it. Uppercase and lowercase are exactly the same, just the uppercase is bigger. You start at the top line, you slant down to the bottom, push back up to the top, slant back down to the bottom, push back up to the top. So do not pick up your pencil while you're writing it. Leave your pencil on the paper. All right, so of course we're going to trace the first row. Slant down, push up, slant down, push up. Do that whole row to practice your uppercase W. Then after you do that, you come down and start a row on your own. Start at the top, slant down, push up, slant down, push up. Then pick up your pencil. And you saw me holding on to my paper. Sometimes you need to do that so it doesn't move. Slant down, push up, slant down, push up. All right, after you finish that row, you have a row of lowercase w's. They are exactly the same. They're just smaller. So you put your pencil on the dotted line, slant down, push up, slant down, push up. So you're going to do that whole row. And they've got little numbers for you so you can see you're going 1, 2, 3, 4. But instead of counting, we're going to talk about how we move our pencil. So we slant down, push up, slant down, push up. Leave a space between them and do that whole row. Then of course you end up doing uppercase, lowercase, uppercase, lowercase. So you'll trace a row and then write your own row. Slant down, push up, down, push up, then do your lowercase. Start the dotted line. Slant down, push up, slant down, push up. Then leave a space and do another one. All right, boys and girls, just take your time and practice. W's take a little bit of work. They'll get easier the more we practice them. Have a great day.